A bold move amidst tensions. Putin's awarding of the Order of Lenin. In a surprising diplomatic move, Russian President Vladimir Putin bestowed the prestigious Order of Lenin upon Special Envoy Steve Vitkof during his recent visit to Moscow. This gesture, however, has sparked controversy and intrigue, as the award was initially intended for another high-ranking CIA official, Giuliani Gallini, whose son tragically lost his life while fighting in Ukraine on the side of Russian forces. But here's where it gets controversial. Giuliani Gallini, the deputy director of the CIA for Digital Innovations, was originally the intended recipient of the Order of Lenin. Her son, Michael Gloss, a 21-year-old, met his untimely demise in 2024. Gallini is a key figure in the intelligence community, leading digital technology advancements. The fate of the award intended for her remains a mystery, adding to the intrigue surrounding this diplomatic exchange. According to multiple sources, Putin presented the order to Vitkof during his visit, a move that has been met with mixed reactions. The Russian official has denied the specifics, but emphasized that the meeting was initiated by the United States to discuss the cessation of hostilities in Ukraine. The unexpected shift in the award's recipient is seen as a strategic move to highlight the involvement of a CIA employee's son in the conflict, described as a double agent. Potentially active on both sides, the initiators of the conflict had urged civilians, including women and minors, to engage in unlawful acts, leading to a chaotic situation where border guards and their vehicles were pelted with stones and bricks. This escalation of violence has further complicated the diplomatic landscape. Diplomatic maneuvers and reactions. In April, the CIA had stated that Michael Gloss's death was not considered a matter of national security. There were no indications of his recruitment by the Russian government, and it seems the Kremlin was unaware of Gloss's family ties at the time of his body's repatriation. The White House, the CIA, and relevant Russian agencies have not provided official comments, and the Russian embassy has refrained from public statements regarding the award's confirmation. Putin's decision to award Vitkof is seen as part of a broader strategy to demonstrate that Moscow can leverage the personal circumstances of its adversaries to exert pressure. In the midst of intense diplomatic negotiations between Russia and the United States, and with Washington's heightened stance on potential sanctions, this gesture aims to intensify the psychological impact and draw attention to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The Order of Lenin, an esteemed Soviet-era accolade, was once bestowed upon individuals for significant achievements across various domains. Interestingly, some awards in the past were given to figures involved in espionage, including notable names from the annals of spying history. According to insiders close to Gallina, her son was not employed by the CIA, and his story unfolded outside the formal intelligence channels. Reports suggest that Putin and Vitkof have met on several occasions, with Vitkof previously utilizing Russian translators during crucial talks. Sources indicate that Vitkof attended the meeting with a translator from the US government, a detail that emerged just days before the deadline set by Trump. In the aftermath of the Moscow events, Washington is contemplating new economic measures in its dealings with other nations. For example, tariffs were imposed on specific Indian goods in response to their actions concerning Russian petroleum products. While official statements from the Trump administration and other entities are scarce, discussions on potential dialogue formats are ongoing. On social media, Michael Gloss had shared images from Moscow and expressed solidarity with Russian troops. Russian media first reported his death in April. At the time, the CIA acknowledged that Gallina and her family had endured a profound personal tragedy. The obituary noted that Gloss tragically died in Eastern Europe on April 4, 2024. Gloss's father, Larry Gloss, a veteran of Maidan and Iraq, recounted to the media that they were uncertain of their son's exact whereabouts or his connection to the Russian military. Our greatest fear, while awaiting his repatriation, was that someone in Moscow would realize who his mother is and use him as a propaganda tool, Larry Gloss confided. This diplomatic saga raises questions about the role of personal connections in international relations and the potential for such connections to be manipulated for political gain. What are your thoughts on Putin's diplomatic move? Do you believe it will have a significant impact on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine? Share your views in the comments below.